Hey guys, short video this week. I wanted to first thank everyone who took a moment to watch my video last week, and also people who watched it on Instagram, the other platforms and everything. It was something that I was weighing heavy on my heart, so I was really glad to share that. I think the time for not opening up, at least for me, was long past due. So definitely felt very liberating to speak up, to be a part of the solution instead of sitting back and letting things continue to happen the way they're happening. And with all of the terrible things going on in regards to racial inequality and racism in our country, and I kind of can't think of a lack of a better word than awakening I really had to what was really going on in our country. I had pieces, and I knew things were wrong. Like, I knew that. And like I mentioned last video, I talked to people about it, and I never really did anything. But this video is going to just be short because I just want to ask you if you've done anything while the murder of George Floyd and the other murders that kind of led up to it, and the murders that have been going on for a really long time, and systemic racism in society. And if you haven't done anything, this is no judgment. This is no judgment. I just want you to think for yourself about why you haven't done it. Give yourself a moment to maybe reflect and think about why you're not speaking up, why you're not doing things in such a pivotal moment in American history. And maybe you are. I think it's pretty safe to say a lot of people are speaking up, and it's been one of the most as terrible and as dark and as troubling as what's been going on with racism in America. There's also so much kind of hope right now. I know in my life there's never been anything like this. I'm 39. I've never felt a shift, a consciousness awakening to the trauma that has been going on in our country. And it's been such an amazing experience for me to watch. I was really getting kind of trapped in the lower frequencies of shame and guilt and being mad at myself. And, I still have those moments, but also I've been able to kind of see that there is a real change going on in our country, a real change. It's a reckoning of what's been going on. And I'm so hopeful for change. But that doesn't stop anytime soon, right? We have to keep pushing forward. Like, change needs to happen. Like, there's no going back until real change happens. But I wanted to just ask you, if you haven't done anything, why? Why haven't you done it? And I don't mean this in a judgment. Like I said, I don't want to be like, why haven't you done it? My question is can you just try to open your mind and think about, if you haven't done anything, whether it's speaking to somebody about it, or if this feels like, the society is shitting on you, or, you get angry about why, about what's happening, about not the fact that, George Floyd and the other murders happened, but because of, you feel like you're being attacked yourself. And I'm, of course, speaking to white people when I say this. And what I would hope that any of us could do at this time, and I know it's easier said than done, but try to open up your mind and try to think for yourself. Try to think about how most of everything that you might be feeling might not even be yours. It could be beliefs that were conditioned on you growing up. It could be the people you surround yourself going into your mind and making you feel like it's a belief of yours. Have you taken a step back and taken a deep breath and allowed yourself to open up, to think of other possibilities and other ways of thinking than your own, and what's been shown to you by your family members, or, like I said, to those people who surround you, or how you grew up? And I hope that this would be a time when we can break down barriers in our mind and really start to think for ourselves. And your response might be, well, I am thinking for myself. What, like, fuck you. Like, I'm thinking for myself. Well, I would hope that you wouldn't get defensive about it and you could think about it. And, now's the time. Now's the time. And I hope that you can sit down and really think about what your energy and your being is providing to the world and to American society right now. There's not many people who haven't, kind of stepped up and had these difficult conversations. I think if you haven't been kind of shocked into awareness about what's been happening, I don't know if this video will reach anybody, but if there are people out there who are willing to listen to this video and can kind of start thinking for themselves that maybe what they were taught about racism in America is incorrect, that maybe there is systemic racism in all facets of American culture, that the oppression that African Americans feel is real. I was listening to this topic. I was listening to, I don't know, it was somebody talking about, I was in a comment talking about, Barack Obama was the president. Isn't that enough? Doesn't that show that there's not racism in this country? And I think that is completely missing the mark. I think that we are missing, the trees through the forest, or whatever the saying is. I just don't think that's whataboutism that takes away from what's been happening to millions of people in our country. And I think that what we need to do is not try to push away and deny what's happening, but try to listen and open up and accept that this is a difficult thing for white people to have to deal with, but that is no excuse to not have to start looking at it. Try to be at peace. Try to take a deep breath and know that the world won't end if you allow yourself to open your mind to other possibilities than what you've been thinking and been conditioned to believe in your life. What if you're not right? What if you're not right? And what if you finding out that you were wrong doesn't tear you down? It liberates you because you realized that you can make a difference. So I just wanted to share this video to have people think, maybe to rethink about what's happening. If this moment is making you defensive as a white person, if this moment is making you feel attacked as a white person, why? What about it? People's trying to get equality, and why would that bother you? What about that bothers you? And I would hope you can do some deep searching to think about what it could be and maybe open your mind to the possibility of changing it. Like I said, I know this video won't reach a ton of people. Maybe it'll be screaming it into the void. Nobody will be affected by it. But I can't sit and make another video about spiritual growth and about awakening without furthering the voice towards this cause of eliminating racism and police brutality and all of those terrible social situations that permeate through all of our society. So I hope everybody has a really great week. I hope everyone is keeping up the fight, awakening to the trauma and the racism in our country, and doing the work by listening and reading and understanding that we, especially as white people, white men, have the power to change this injustice that has been going on for obviously far, 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 far too long. All right, guys, I will see you next week. Have a wonderful Sunday or whatever day you're watching this. If this video resonates with you, please leave a comment. Please subscribe. Please share. And let's just try to right this wrong and spread love. All right, peace.